Hi everybody, it's Galactic Man Larry here again with another Marvel Legends action figure review, and today we have a 3-pack again. Daredevil, the Man Without Fear, this 3-pack with Daredevil, Bullseye and Elektra. And you can see the box. I already took them out as I'm doing now with this windowless packaging. They have a nice Photoshop here of the figures in an action situation. Legal stuff, plastic free packaging. There you have the figures with the accessories they come with. There you have Daredevil. There you have Bullseye and Elektra, the logo, the damaged box. Let's start with the ladies. Yeah, with Elektra. Here we have first of all, this is the head that she came with inside, in the box. I think Elektra is better known in her red costume, but we have her here in white. It's okay for me, and I actually like the figure, You have this very nice head sculpt with do you call this a bandana when it's covering the head like this? I don't know. That situation going on, the paint, the print of the face is very nice. The eyes and all of that. Everything is there. I see no real trouble going on. The hair is a nice sculpt. I don't know if it's the same sculpt as the previous release. There we have also a couple of fist hands with horizontal swivels, and she comes with a couple of sizes. There you can see it's cast in black plastic with some silver paint, and it's a bit flexible. It came all warped. I already put everything into hot water. The katana was warped as well. She also comes with this katana, black plastic, silver paint, as well as that other side. And that's the head I prefer. I like both actually, but this one is, I don't know, it's quite unique in my opinion. And look at that amount of hair. I just find this one makes the figure more unique, in my opinion, of course. You can see, let's actually take her a bit closer. The paint is also very nice. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I just think it's a very nice head sculpt. The hair is super crazy. Maybe it's a bit too much. It has a kind of a Medusa feeling with all these bits coming out like that. Of course, with this head sculpt, you can already see that it won't be able to. Well, actually, before I say something which is not true, I think you can actually. Well, this chunk of plastic gets in the way, but she can turn around. She has, of course, a swivel at the neck. Of course, looking backwards will be a problem because you have all this hair, but she can actually do a little bit to the sides. The hair, it's really on the way, so you won't be able to do much tilting. This bit is a separate plastic piece inserted there. This hair is made of a separate 2 or 3 chunks of plastic glued there. Yeah, you have the arms that can go. Yeah, this hair, of course, it's always getting in the way, but she can go that high. Both sides, but this one is hindered a bit by that amount of hair. You have the bicep swivel or bicep cut, nicely made, nicely applied with that curvature there. You have double jointed pinless elbows. Yeah. Let's do the other side again, because that side is a bit more trafficky. She can bend all the way, as long as you avoid that hair. The diaphragm can go backwards that far, can go forwards that far. Not much, but it's what we get nowadays. We should have another ball on the waist or something, But yeah, the diaphragm itself, I think, is good, but it's not enough especially for a martial artist character, Now the legs can do that much split. This is a floaty piece, of course. You have noticed already. She can kick forward that far. She can kick backwards a little bit. Double jointed pinless knees that can bend that far. She has a thigh cut, which is a bit loose, but yeah, the feet can go backwards that far, forwards that far. Nothing at the boot, no boot cut, of course, and actually a decent ankle rocker. There you have her with the more traditional Elektra head. And funny, this hair has all, this side of the windswept side, it's that gets in the way horribly. actually, it's probable that this hair is more hindered than the other one. It's yeah, I don't know. I think I'll definitely keep the other one on, even if this head is also really nice. Thing I noticed, you can see she has a peg hole here, but also a, I don't know what for hole on top of that. Yeah, that's something to notice. Next in the line is Daredevil himself, and you can see he comes with this little kind of rope. I mean, he has two rope options for his sticks, batons, whatever they're called. I thought it was gonna be a bendy wire, but I think it's just like a fixed sculpt, so don't bend it. He comes with a couple of fists with horizontal swivel. That's one thing. Well, two things, you know. And there you have him. He also comes with the two ends of the batons, and he has a holster here to, you know, a holster or sheath or whatever it's called. And yeah, I really like having this pose, you know. I mean, at least this is the one I have right now. Of course, these things are just sculpted in red plastic, well, as well as just like the figure itself, you know. And you just unpeg them. This is the other shape, the other like ropey thing we get. It's good, and you can, of course, just well, I'm doing this for the first time, but I guess that should work. You can just slide the batons in there, and it's a very snug, tight fit. So yeah, that adds maybe to the look of the character. That is another nice head sculpt in my opinion. I mean, it's just red and skin tone, and this copy, I must say, the paint is, yeah, cleaner than many other Marvel Legends I had. It's not perfect, but it's quite clean in my opinion. I mean, the eyes look good. He has a little bit of like chapstick, you know. The little horns are there. I like the figure better in hand than in all the photos I've been looking. I mean, yeah, having it in hand, I really like it. One thing I still don't really like is how I don't remember the name of these muscles here, but yeah, the way these protrude a bit to the sides, I don't know. I would prefer that to be a bit flatter. I don't know. Yeah, this is, if I'm right, the whole body is the same as the Renew Your Vow Spider-Man. I don't know if the shoulders, but I think they are. So it's the first figure I had, because I still don't have that Spider-Man with the Marvel Legends toe joints. And yeah, this guy, I mean, the neck is the one thing that it's a bit of a mess. He has that little cut there, so that you can, because they managed to do all wrong with that neck, he can look up that far, which is very little. He can look down only that far as well. He does have a nice tilt to the sides, but it could be better. I mean, this neck, it's the main thing they still have to fix on this body, I think. And yeah, could be much better if the double ball peg was properly applied. Otherwise, I think, I mean, he has a nice butterfly joint here, but, well, I'm saying nonsense, because he barely gets to cross the arm in front. I mean, it's a little bit, yeah. Backwards is really, I mean, it's okay backwards. Could be even better, but it's actually, let me do it like this. Backwards it's okay, yeah, but yeah, it could be better to the front. In any case, you have a bicep cut here, double jointed pinless elbows that bend that far. That could be better as well, in my opinion. The hands can go around and in and out. All hands for this character are also like in and out hands, and of course the arm can go all the way around. You have the diaphragm that can go backwards that far. That's good, but it makes a bit of a break there that looks a bit weird, but yeah, he can go forward that far, which is not that much, but I mean, and you have to the sides a nice tilt. I mean, that can look weird in some positions. The good thing, it gives some good range combined with the ab crunch. so you can bend backwards all the way, and forwards also quite a decent amount. The legs, you have the drop down mechanism. This side, if I'm right, is a bit frozen on my copy, so I don't want to, yeah, I don't know if maybe I already stressed the hell out of this. This side does drop nicely, so it's the one I'm gonna show you, and he can kick all the way up. But it's not like, wow, it's not like that much that I always prefer to have a more stable joint than something that can break. I don't know. I mean, this character needs all the articulation he can get. He's a very dynamic character, but yeah. Thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees that can bend also almost all the way because the sculpt gets in the way. It's good enough. A boot cut here. Of course, the character is just one color, so it will be, I mean, you cannot hide those. The feet can go backwards that far, forward that far, and he has not the best ankle rocker. Elektra's is better, I guess. And the toes can go up that far, and they can also go down a little bit. But yeah, and yeah, I guess, I mean, this is cool, of course, for some poses, but I don't know, I think this will get super floppy at some point. And lastly, but not leastly, here we have Bullseye. And yeah, I mean, just look at that face. I really like that face sculpt, and the paint is nicely applied. Not in the actual Bullseye, it's a bit splotchy, but the face, I like how it looks. And look at this other one. Like, this guy is a maniac. I mean, crazy, yeah? I think these head sculpts are the same that came in the, what was it, Man Thing, Build a Figure wave. But of course the paint has been improved. And I don't know if anyway, but yeah, this one looks really, really cool. I mean, I'll put it on in a moment. He comes with this like pointy hand. The weapons he's carrying, they don't come with the figure. So just before you go crazy telling me, I mean, yeah. You have this couple of fists as well with a horizontal swivel. And I mean, everything is with horizontal swivel, sadly. And you have this like knife throwing effect hand. And this piece here, the last one, yeah, this one tends to stay like this. I heated it and all of that, but yeah, it likes going back to that position. Anyway, this machine gun is from a Winter Soldier figure from the Crimson Dynamo Build a Figure wave, and this gun is from one of those Black Widow, or yeah, I think it was from a Black Widow figure, the Bloody Origin or whatever the name it was, one of those exclusives. So he comes with an empty holster. These guns, again, don't come with the 3-pack, but I'm gonna put it back there because I have this extra weapon, and so I'll give it to him. And then you have a holster looking as it should, like equipped. Maybe this was the least desirable figure for many of this 3-pack, but I really like it. And I didn't have a Bullseye, so I'm happy to have one now. He also comes with this knife, cast totally in black, and you can put it back here in the sheath, and it stays there. It will warp because this belt is a bit warped itself, so it will warp the knife most probably, but hey, it's storage, The paint for these rings, actually, yeah, that's blue plastic, the torso, and this is paint. And apart from this horrible spot here, I mean, the front is nicely applied, and the lines do, yeah, line up with the diaphragm, the butterfly joint there. This is, of course, the Sunfire body mold that has been used also 1,000 of times. But hey, it's okay. I mean, this guy with the paint and all of that, it does make the thing, This was all warped. I mean, the belt was all wrong out of the box, so I heated it, and now it's I fixed it in the position I wanted. The head can go up that far, can look down that far. He has a little bit of tilt to the sides. That's this head. Let's do the other one already. Now with this other head, he can go look up that far as well, look down all the way, well, a little bit. He has no tilt with this one. It's a bit stiff. No, it does have a little bit, but this one is tighter. Yeah, and can of course turn all the way around. I don't know if you would do that, but yeah, this guy, he looks crazy. But yeah, for Bullseye, I think I'll be more like keeping a more traditional. I mean, this is like in his last, like the moment of truth before he gets killed or whatever. And this is like still not in full berserk mode, the arms can go all the way around. You can lift them up that far. They feel a bit gummy, these arms, I must say. I don't really like that. Anyway, you can lift them up to a T-pose or slightly over that. You have a bicep cut. You have a double jointed double jointed pinned elbows that can bend only that far, which is a bit of a shame, but yeah, these are a bit limited. You have an ab crunch that can go backwards that far, forwards that far, so that's a good ab crunch, and it's not floppy, so that's also good. This belt is there, but yeah, he can go all the way around, but because it's attached to the leg, of course that will hinder the thing. And yeah, so you decide. You can of course take the belt off, but that adds to the look actually quite a lot. Both hands can go all the way around and have horizontal swivels, as I said. The legs can do a decent amount of splits. Actually, this one is much better than... Well, this is hindered by the belt and the gun I put in the holster. The thigh cut is there, the thigh cut just goes all the way around. Double jointed pinned knees that can bend that far. You have a boot cut perfectly hidden where the boot starts. Nice paint there. I mean, the lines are relatively clean. The feet can go backwards that far, forwards that far, and he has a decent ankle rocker. Yeah. By the way, I did cut this finger again myself, because the hand was just like a gripping hand but no trigger finger. I did that myself. You decide if you do it as well. Doing that was the only way I could give him a firearm. And there you have Elektra, Daredevil and Bullseye next to Vulcan, Spiral and a Stormtrooper from the Black Series. Next to Wolverine, Deadpool, Psylocke and Princess Leia. And next to Moon Knight, a Cobra Viper, the Amazing Friend Spider-Man and the retro-carded Spider-Man from a couple of years ago. And that's it for this review. I hope it was useful for you to decide if you want to get this 3-pack. For me it's great. I'm adding 3 characters that I didn't have in plastic form. Of course, maybe not their main or the most known costumes for these two. I don't know. I think Elektra is more known in her red costume, but hey, it's Elektra. I like these head sculpts a lot, both. Also for Bullseye, I mean, I really like all the figures, and I didn't have any Daredevil. Well, yeah, actually, the Spider-Man one, the animated one, which I haven't opened. I don't know if I ever will, I don't know. But great addition to the collection for me, especially with that 30% off. I think that's the price it should be, kind of. So I really like it. I can recommend it if you're willing to pay the price, or if you get a discount. I mean, if you really want to have it, I think these figures are more in the better side, Are they perfect? Of course, no. Is the regular price quite high? I think yes. But you decide for yourself. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, and all of that good stuff. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao, ciao.